Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. So, it's been a while since I put one of these replays up, actually. You know, I've been busy with Three Kingdoms and stuff. But no, we're back! We're back! And this one was sent in by Hero of Rome. So, as you can see, he's playing the High Elves. You can see Heralds of the Wind. He's against Chaos, by the way. Heralds of the Wind, I think are kind of overkill, in a way. I mean, they're super quick. No way you're going to catch them. But there's no way you're going to catch normal Illyrian Reavers unless you're using Melkoth's Mystifying Mass, But I mean, I think these guys are fine. I mean, it's 90 speed, I guess, for the normal ones, same as Marauder Horsemen, but they just have much better capacity to deal with them, you know? You can just keep at a much larger distance, and you can get a load of arrow fire in before they can even catch you out. So I think the normal ones are fine, but the Heralds of the Wind are very cool units, and having something that can't even be caught out by Melkoths is pretty great, so I do like that. But also, Eagle Claw Bolt Throw is really good for whittling down the big targets, especially with a massive spread out line like this and a lot of sort of ranged harass from the cavalry. It's nice to have something like an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Also good insurance against things like Hell Cannons, which are very scary, and very, very scary against High Elves that have so many expensive units like Phoenix Guard and stuff, Swordmasters, things like that they want to rely on. Also, there are some spearmen, and in the back, it's a load of white lions, and they're being kept at a big distance in case there is said artillery. So the white lions are strays, they've got good armor piercing, pretty good combat stats, and they can hold their own against Chaos Warriors. Over here, Mage of High Magic, which is pretty cool to see, a Tempest to try and help win any Air Force engagement, and the Book of Hoeth and the Staff of Hoeth, is it? It's the Starwood Staff and the Book of Hoeth for all the power reserves and recharge rate, which is very nice. He's also got Soul Quench, which is nice to have some magic missiles, and he does have some healing with Apotheosis, so very nicely kitted out there. Also, a Star Dragon is here. That's right, Princess on a Star Dragon. So very good missile damage that can whittle things down, but also terrifying. The breath attacks can just scorch through anything, even chosen, and really good against larger targets as well. If you can bog down something like a Kolek, you can start charring into pieces, and that weapon strength is no joke. So very, very scary stuff there. Also, more Illyrian Reaver Archers. And some more Illyrian Reaver Archers, and some more Illyrian Reaver Archers. So plenty of skirmish to try and whittle things down. If there's a big wide line of marauders, you know, you can get these guys just to charge from either direction and break things very quickly, and it's very difficult to catch up to them with anything. So, Chaos here, you can see he does have Kolek and a Shaggoth, so some very good dragon killing power here. And over here you can see there is the Soul of Damnation, so he does have a Hell Cannon. And it is being guarded by this beautiful ambush force here. So you can see Marauder Horsemen throwing axes, Horsemen throwing axes, Horsemen. So that is a ludicrous amount of range damage, and they're all hidden. They are all hidden there, and really near the Hell Cannon. So if anything comes in to try and deal with the Hell Cannon, they have this to contend with, which is pretty funny. Also, just Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors will hold out pretty damn well. Spearmen won't be able to make a dent in them. And, yeah, you really need things like Swordmasters to kill them quickly. And, again, I said, you know, White Lions hold their own against Chaos Warriors. It's pretty even. Still takes a long time to kill them. So they will just delay each other a long time. Chaos Warriors, very, very survivable. Very survivable indeed. So, going to speed things up. So some initial fire coming in for these Chaos Warriors, trying to avoid the shields by going around them. A fireball is coming in to try and kill a few in them, and actually a pretty damn good hit there. Pretty damn good. Down to 38 models already, and the Hell Cannon is whittling down these other Illyrian Reaver Archers. Get rid of these guys and you're going to be much better stead. You can see the Eagle Bolt Thrower is trying to shoot at Kolek, but Kolek is bobbing and weaving quite well. He hasn't got hit yet, and that is very nice indeed. You can see the Star Dragon is moving in, because one decent breath attack on the Soul of Damnation, if you're sat in front of it and you aim for it, the breath attack goes straight through the cannon and will destroy the artillery piece, so it can be incredibly useful. But as you can see, he's actually using God, what's it called again? I forgot what its ability is called. Volley of High Arrows, that's the one. So, not bad, but he happened to be facing the wrong way. If he's still facing forwards, like he was a second ago, that would have destroyed the artillery piece. And you can see here that the cannon crew is fleeing, but they are super damaged. That is a very good way to kill artillery. And over here, a nice breath attack, killing quite a few models here. So it's 5 there, 3 there, 3 there, and 4 there. So that's plenty of models dead, which, you know, they still have plenty of ammunition, still plenty of health, the models that remain, but it's models dead, and that means fewer javelins and fewer throwing axes, so it's definitely worth hitting them nice and early. And of course, their leadership isn't great when there's a dragon in play. If it can ever catch these guys out, they're going to terrify very, very fast. So you can see, Eagle Bolt Thrower finally getting some hits on Kolek. And over here, Illyrian Reaver Archers are charging into the rear, trying to deal with this Soul of Damnation, while these other ones are trying to chase these. So these guys are running away, Oh, I didn't mention, of course, there is the Fire Wizard. He did use a Fireball before. So he also has the Burning Skull and Cascading Fire Cloak, which is super useful. Really helps these big monsters in a duel to get their melee defense nice and high. So you can see here the Soul of Damnation didn't get killed. Didn't get killed. But neither did the Illyrian Reaver Archers. They came in, got some free damage, and they're off. They're off. They're going to escape. Beautiful there. Just threading the needle. Oh, one guy got little bit clipped. Same on the other side, but they're out there. They're out. The Princess is taking some damage, but of course, high magic, apotheosis, you can heal them up. And over here, Illyrian Reaver Archers have charged in to try and deal with these Chaos Warriors, and a quick rear charge doing so much damage, but it's not enough to terrify them. So they're going to escape out of there. No point staying in a combat where you're just going to have axes thrown at you. So these guys are starting to flee. Another Fireball is coming in, but I think mistimed. As soon as you see something fleeing combat that's in the air, don't Fireball it, because it'll immediately miss as soon as you take off. It's just never going to be able to, you know, turn so quickly and start going up. So here, Heralds of the Wind, really nice charge, getting some beautiful damage into these Marauder Horsemen, and of course with the Dragon nearby, they're going to break very fast. These ones terrified, these ones just straight up broke. And now more damage into Kolek. He's not getting hit much. He's being very wise to keep moving. It means the Equal Bolt Thrower can't keep hurting him. So Illyrian Reavers still getting shot at by the Hellcan. Super injured though. Super injured, but there's not really a target for the Soul of Damnation. It can whittle down the cavalry, which of course you don't want to happen as soon as you lose models. You lose the amount of arrows you can fire, you know, until you run out of ammunition, so any model dead is very useful. But there's no, like, Phoenix Guard or super expensive unit that you can really take advantage of, you know, with the Hellcan, and no Dragon Princes or anything. So it is, yeah, it doesn't have a huge amount of targets, so it's going to have to get a lot of kills to really get value, but it's still a nuisance. It is still a nuisance that you want to get rid of, especially because it is quite flimsy. If you can get on top of it, you can destroy it quite quickly. But it is difficult to do that. All these throwing axes are working wonders. So here you can see one unit did actually shatter, but the other three are still going, and they're able to deal with these Illyrian Reaver Archers pretty well. But the Illyrian Reavers, knowing that they're not going to be able to just completely run off, they are charging in. And with that charge bonus, they're going to do more damage than they would have done just sat back, trying to exchange volleys. Fireball coming in, and that is a hit on the Princess. Another hail of high arrows, and that's a destroyed Hellcannon. Hellcannon's destroyed. So there we go. That should have happened on the first one, but he was aiming the wrong way, so he wasn't able to get that good hit, but that is enough to take the Hellcannon offline. And a lot of the Marauders are really suffering here. Some Spearmen are bogging down these Chaos Warriors, and they've been taking quite a bit of damage, getting shot in the back. It's keeping them pinned, so that's very useful. You can shoot them in the back. So things are getting whittled down for Chaos. Some damage on the High Elf side, mostly on the Princess. The Illyrian Reavers are almost moot at this point. No, all the armor piercings in the back, you know. So you can still heal up the Princess. It's not the end of the world. Run out of ammunition now, so they're going to need to start cycle charging things. Still plenty of ammunition on the Marauder Horsemen, though, and that's a problem. So another Fireball coming in, and that does miss. Beautifully avoided. Dragons, they're quite big targets. They are quite hard to miss. So really fancy footwork, or wing work, I suppose, by the Dragon there. So, Chaos is starting to push up, knowing that they don't have the ranged advantage anymore, so they're going to have to press and try and start killing some of these units off. So they are pushing forward, and Hero Rome is pulling back, making sure this infantry can start taking the charge. Sadly here, though, the Eagle Bolt Thrower is getting very caught out, and that is not a good thing. There's nothing there to back him up, so that's a bit of a get by Chaos there. Because a lot of damage potential, only with 9 ammunition, but that's still a lot of damage potential that Kolak cannot heal through. And that is a problem. So over here you can see the Illyrian Reaver Archers are able to keep a distance, and now Spearmen are pushing in. So they're going to get some more shots off, which is very nice to see. And the Dragon is on the move, but Kolak and the Shaggoth still going to be super deadly. Fireball coming in, looks like he's going to try and go for some of these White Lions, and that raking shot across them did do some good work. And that's the thing, as soon as you start killing some models off, you can get rid of that martial prowess, and it really helps in a fight. But over here, Spearmen somehow managed to get on top of these Marauders, so they're starting to suffer, which is very nice. Hellcannon crew, they're running in, 3 of them left, but they're unbreakable, they'll fight to the last, which is pretty impressive. And Kolak has taken some significant damage. You can see the Princess now is just shooting at him. Just every arrow, it's going to add up. It's going to add up over time, and that's something he can't get back. That will screw him over in a duel. So here it looks like Lord of the Storms is being used, now that these 2 guys are holding the Spearmen in place, and then a huge charge from Kolak and the Shaggoth. Big damage all at once. They'll lose their martial prowess very quickly and hopefully terrify away. You can see the damage is mounting. Another beautiful raking shot straight across. And that was beautiful. That was an absolute beauty. That's the thing. You can see this Fire Sorcerer is making the most of these fireballs. He's only shooting at things that are 90 degrees from him. So he can get those shots straight across, straight down the line. And it is stupidly cost effective. Incredibly impressive use of it there. Often you only see fireballs used to snipe out lords and heroes. But in that case, that was a wonderful use of the spell. So over here, Chaos Warriors are getting terrified. And that's the thing. Everywhere the dragon lands, those Chaos Warriors are going to get broken very, very fast. So here, you can see Kolek and the Shaggoth are trying to do the same. You know, on the other side. They're each trying to just clip something where they can't be countered by something scary. So the Dragon Ogre and the Shaggoth, the Shaggoth and Kolek, they're trying to keep away from the dragon, knowing the dragon could do some serious harm to them, getting the charge in. But they also want to get on top of the dragon, so the dragon's trying to keep away from them. It's a tough one. If they can both get on top of her, great. But right now they're sticking together and trying to do the damage they can, knowing that the dragon isn't just going to get caught out by them in a hurry. So it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. If they split up, the dragon could take them one-on-one, I think. Especially with the help of any other high elf units. It's going to be very, very scary. And Apotheosis as well, keeping her healed up. Very scary stuff. So, more Archer Fire coming in, and you can see the Marauder Horsemen have shattered again, which is very, very nice. Down to the last two, and it's just a standard Marauder Horseman. All the throwing axes are gone. Another Fireball, sweeping straight across, doing another massive chunk of damage. Soul Quench coming in, and that is helping get rid of that Sorcerer. And that Sorcerer is getting mad value right now. So trying to do what you can to him, very, very useful. And Kolek at half health now. He is at half health. More Archer Fire coming in from the Illyrian Reaver Archers, and it's helping whittle down some more of these Horsemen. They don't have the armor to hold up against this kind of arrow fire. Another Lord of the Storm getting rid of those Spearmen, and these White Lions are also terrified. So this infantry line is just not holding against the Shaggoths, and there's not really much you can do to throw at them. You can't throw a lot of stuff at them that's going to win. It's only really the Princess, and she can't fight both of them at once. So, more arrow fire coming in. Marauder Horsemen still getting whittled down. Very, very useful. Mage, dangerously close to the Shaggoths right now. You can see she's starting to back up, and she is using the Starwood Staff and the Book of Hoeth for some extra magic. You know, using Soul Quenches, just like the Fireballs are being used, it'll help even the odds. So, here, Eagle Bolt Thrower, trying to get back on the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. Where are they? I'm not. There they are. There they are. Found them, guys. Found them. So they're going to try and get back online, because that will be super useful. Super useful indeed. Dragons nearby. And hopefully that will be enough to keep these guys away so the Bolt Thrower can get some value. So, some Archer Fire into the Shaggoth, but he's very healthy still. He is still incredibly healthy, and that is dangerous. And especially with Cascading Fire Cloak, still in the game here with the Chaos Sorcerer. These guys are going to be very good at a duel. So, another hail of arrows coming in, doing some serious damage to Kolek. He is really hurt right now. He is getting very, very hurt. It looks like the dragon might be coming in. He might be coming in. There's that Cascading Fire Cloak. So upping the armor-piercing melee damage puts him up to 621 damage and the anti-large. So that's very scary, but also that 79 melee defense is massive. So the dragon coming in, trying to chase off that Chaos Sorcerer. But this is dangerous because, yep, the cavalry is charging in to try and pin her down, and that means the Dragon Ogres are going to be able to get on top of her. This is incredibly dangerous. And there's nothing else that can be thrown in to alleviate the princess except these White Lions that aren't going to be able to hold that much back. But it looks like she just might escape. So an Apotheosis putting her health back up, and it looks like she did it. Looks like she got out. And now the White Lions are harassing the Chaos Sorcerer, and the Equal Bolt Thrower is still whittling down Kolek. A beautiful breath attack, seeing everything blobbed up there, getting some great value, and Kolek is super injured right now. It's not going to take long to get rid of him. So now everything is charging into these White Lions that, given how little health they have, they're going to break pretty damn quickly. Illyrian Reaver still moving around, Heralds of the Wind. They're still going. They are still going. These guys also still going, but Hero Rome is trying to get what value he can out of his ranged units, trying to whittle down these big threats, because he cannot go toe-to-toe with this stuff. Not until they're whittled down. He needs to be able to break Kolek very quickly, so it's no longer going to be a 2-on-1 fight. So over here, Heralds of the Wind, changing their mind last minute. White Lions are gone, so there's no point getting the charge in. So he is backing off. These White Lions trying to do what they can to keep away, and now the Equal Bolt Thrower is out of ammunition. But that has almost killed Kolek. Kolek is nearly dead. So that is massive. Heralds of the Wind, they're still moving around. Some units are starting to come back, which is handy. Another Fireball coming in, looks like he's going for the Princess. Oh, no, maybe not. He's going for the White Lions, trying to kill some more models. So, not at 90 degrees that time, but you do what you can at this point in the battle. Things are very close, and that Princess has far too much health. With Kolek this injured, things are getting a bit dangerous. You need to do what you can to get rid of some of the herd. So, the Princess going for Kolek now. A massive hit. Cascading Fire Cloak, trying to keep him in the fight. That's another gigantic hit, down to 200 health. Rear charge coming in from the Heralds of the Wind, trying to bog these guys down. And you see the Princess actually leaving. She's getting out of there. All the cavalry surrounding these units. And she can come in for another charge any second now. Any second. Oh, Kolek's broken. And a breath attack. Killing him. That breath attack has killed him. All the cavalry is pulling away, because you want the cavalry to be able to bog things down so the Princess can get in and out of a fight. Fireball, though, landing a very good hit on her. At that point, he knows with Kolek gone, it's over. It's over. It's absolutely over. So, absolutely beautifully played. And really tense fight. Really pitched fight. And yeah, just constant little games caught by each one. But without Kolek, just a Star Dragon is an absolute killing machine. An absolute terror. It is very, very difficult to stop something like a Star Dragon. You really need your anti-large. You need the mass, and with most of the Marauder Cavalry, toast, there's no mass to pen her in, to let things like Kolek and the Shaggoth deal the damage. So that's why the Illyrian Reaver Archers were so vital here. They were able to deal with most of the Marauder Horsemen, and that meant that the Princess could do whatever she liked at that point. She'd get in and out of combat however she wanted, and at that point, you know you're just going to get cycle charged to death, and you can't hold up against that. It's just never going to work. So beautifully played by Hero Roan there, and he told me this was just a friendly between him and a mate of his, but they both played fantastically. You know, it wasn't, you could tell they weren't pulling punches. They were really trying to get those little advantages in there. It was fantastic. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.